Hello, thank you for joining me for the parent meeting video. My name is Ben Donahue, and I am the Children's Camp Director for Graceway Baptist Church. This is about my 13th year, I believe, to be the Children's Camp Director here at Graceway. I grew up at Graceway, and I have been involved in children's camp since I was in the 3rd grade. I went as a camper, was a youth sponsor, I've been an adult sponsor, I've done everything from fishing to group leader, teaching, cook, and now I'm the camp director. So for those of you that are new, that's just a little bit about me. I grew up in Graceway Baptist Church, and I was on staff here for a long time, until recently, and I've gone a different way, and I own a business now. That's why I'm not on staff. But like I said, I've been involved in children's camp for many years, and it's near and dear to my heart. I have kids now that go to children's camp as youth sponsors. They went all the way through the program as campers, and now they go as youth sponsors. And I can also tell you there are many of our adult sponsors that grew up with me here, and they went as campers and youth and sponsors and stuff. And so it's something that is near and dear to our heart. And so first of all, thank you for allowing your children to go to camp with us this week. We're very excited about it. We know it's going to be hot. So let me just dive into some information for you, and I'll give you some contact information here at the end of the video. That way, if you have additional questions or something that comes up, you can contact me or the church office either way, and I'll give you that contact information at the end of the video. So first and foremost, we go to a place called Camp Leela, which is just northeast of Stillwater. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive from here. I want to say it's a 20-acre property, something like that. They have ponds on the property. There's a caretaker that lives on the property, and we are the only church that is there. When you traditionally think of church camp, sometimes you think of Falls Creek, where there's lots of churches and lots of people. We are the only ones there. We cook there, we dine there, we play there, we sleep there. It's all once we get to the campground. The only other time we leave is one time when we go out and we go swimming one afternoon. Otherwise, we'll be on the property the whole time. Camp Leela is owned by a Baptist association there in that part of the state. We've been going to the same campground for, I think this is our 28th or 29th year to do children's camp. Of those years, the only years we missed was a COVID year, and in 2013, I believe, they had some changes and they didn't allow outside churches to use the camp, but that changed the following year. And we are one of the few that they allow to use it just because we've used the property for so long and they know we take good care of it. So they do a children's camp there and a youth camp there earlier in the summer, but the week that we come in, we're the only ones there at the property. So next thing is medical release form. In the packet of information that you received of what to bring, what not to bring, there was also a medical release form that has to be filled out before your child can leave to go to camp with us on Monday. It is a 2-sided form, and you can turn it in the day that you drop your kid off. It just has to be filled out before they can leave to go to camp. It's very important. If you need more space, just add a piece of paper to it with medication, that sort of thing. We'll have a nurse there at drop-off, and she can kind of go over if you have some questions or concerns about it. If you've never sent a kiddo to camp before and you're nervous about that, Shanley is our nurse, and also we take a gentleman by the name of Ryan Foote. He's also a nurse. And they've gone several years. Ryan grew up going to the camp as a camper, just like I did, and so they will be there all week with us to help hand out medication or scratches and boo-boos and that sort of thing. They'll be able to help you with that. So at drop-off on Monday, they'll be there to answer any questions or if you need to hand off medication, that sort of thing. In the way of medication, if your child takes medication, that's not a problem. We take the basic stuff, ibuprofen, Tylenol, bandages. We have all that with us. But if there's prescribed medication that your child takes, we do ask that you turn that in to the nurse when you drop your kiddo off. We do not want them to keep it in their bags with them. We would like to have control over that, and so we're aware of what they're taking, when they're taking. I understand at home maybe they take their own medication, but at camp we do ask that you turn that in to the nurse, and they will make sure that they get it at whatever times you say that they need to get that medication. That's not a problem at all. If you did not get the information packet, it should be on our website that tells you, one, it's the medical release form, but two, also tells you what to bring, what not to bring. And I'm going to kind of cover the high points of that here, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or the church office and we can answer those for you. It's nothing fancy. They just need basically play clothes every day. A couple extra play clothes in case they get sweaty or dirty or muddy or whatever it might be if they're out playing or in the pond fishing. So bring a couple extra pair of clothes, but nothing fancy, just play clothes every day. Shoes that they can run around in and they may get dirty or something like that. We don't need their nice new school shoes to come to camp. Just something comfortable and casual. We do ask that everyone bring tennis shoes. We do some outdoor games and tennis shoes are required. Sandals will not work. Most of the kiddos walk around in flip-flops and sliders most of the time, and that's fine, but we do ask that you send a pair of tennis shoes with them, so we'll have those. The way that camp works is everybody will be in a bunk. It's a twin-size bunk bed, so they'll need to bring whatever bedding they need for that. If some kiddos like to just sleep in a sleeping bag, then that's fine, and a pillow. Some rather have a blanket and sheets and a pillow, and that's fine. Whatever that is, they need to sleep, they'll need to bring that with them, as well as any type of towels, washcloths. All of that will need to come with them in their camp bag. We will have youth and adult sponsors there that can help them make their beds and set it up and see how the process works, that sort of thing. But if you'll cover that information with your camper just so they'll know what to expect, especially if they've never been to camp before, they'll have everything at their bunk. There's bathrooms, there's showers, there's changing areas that they'll take their shower stuff or their get ready stuff in the evening or the morning with them to the shower. They'll do their business in the shower area. They'll bring their stuff back to their bunk area and store it, hang their towels up, that sort of thing, so they don't get stinky through the week. If you'll kind of cover that process with them, that makes it a lot easier on our guys and our girls that are youth sponsors and adult sponsors, so they can walk them through that process. Anything that they take, it's helpful if they have their name on it. That way, in case it gets strewn somewhere in the camp, the dormitory, we can get it back to their space. And if you'll help your camper understand, hey, this is your space, let's try to keep it as clean as possible, tidy up, and we'll cover that also with them when we get there. But if you'll kind of cover it with them, you know, kids listen about half the time, I understand that, so maybe they'll either listen to you or they'll listen to me. Between the two of us, we'll get that figured out. They don't need any electronics, no cell phones, no gamings, nothing like that, as well as no money. They don't need to bring any money. There won't be any stops or any places. We'll provide everything they need, all their meals, their snacks, their drinks. Usually when we leave the church, we don't stop until we get to the campground. When we come home, we come from the campground. We come all the way home and we don't stop. Now, every once in a while, there's an emergency bathroom stop we have to make, but for the most part, we go when we come back. One day on, I believe it's Tuesday afternoon this year, we are going to go into Cushing at the pool there and swim, so they'll need whatever they need to swim. We have sunblock and stuff, but they'll need to take a towel. They'll need their swimsuits, and especially on the girls, just you know, a modest swimsuit, one piece if possible, or a t-shirt to swim in with their swimsuit, whatever is fine. But they'll need to have their swimsuit. If they need a life jacket or something like that, they may want to bring that also. They want to come off the diving board or the slide at the pool, that's fine. If you have a kiddo that can't swim and you want to let us know that, that's fine. Or if the kiddo needs to say, hey, I can't swim, you know, that way we can be aware of that. We would appreciate that. Bathing, bedding, name on stuff, I've covered that. Bunk area, swimming. Each night we do kind of a theme party snack night. Some people like to bring a fun outfit to wear or a hat or something like that, and they can. If they don't, it's not a big deal. We'll have some party favors there. Monday night we'll just do a basic birthday party for everybody. Tuesday night is a Hawaiian luau theme. On these theme nights, we'll do snacks and sort of things that go along with the theme. So if you have a fun Hawaiian shirt or hat or something you want to bring, hey, and wear it Tuesday night during a theme night, that's great. And then on Wednesday nights, a camp out theme. We'll do some s'mores and a camp out thing. So I don't know if there's really an outfit for that. Maybe you've got one, but so birthday party, luau, and camp out. So let's talk about eating. We have 3 meals a day. I also understand, I have one kid in particular that's very picky about what he eats. And so I know that not every kid will like every meal that we prepare. We do our best to prepare things that a lot of people like. We have tacos one night, we'll have chicken strips one night, we have burgers, so hot dogs, we have basic things. But if you will discuss with your kid, if there's something that they don't like, we don't want them to skip a meal. They just need to tell their youth sponsor or their adult sponsor, hey, I don't really like this, I don't do hamburgers, is there something else I can have? we've always got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches left we can make, or maybe leftovers from a previous meal. We usually have that. If they, they really like the tacos and we're having hamburgers tonight and they'd rather have a taco, we'll warm them up some taco meat and they can have a taco. That's not a problem. It's just they need to communicate that to us. We'll have a hot breakfast every morning. Some people don't like a hot breakfast. They want a bowl of cereal, or they want, just some fruit and some juice, and that's fine as long as they eat something. It will be hot outside. We do a lot of activities outside, and we will monitor the weather. If it's really hot, then we will bring them in the afternoon. We won't be out in the heat. They have a beautiful, great big cafeteria that's fully air conditioned that we can play games in. We can do stuff in. The dorms are all air conditioned. So we will watch the heat and monitor that and adapt our plans based on what the weather is doing, because right now it looks like it's going to be pretty hot next week. So it's going to be real important they drink lots of water, and we'll cover that with them. Lots of water. We'll have Gatorade usually out in jugs that they can drink anytime. There's always water available to drink, so they can stay hydrated with the heat. One thing is on Thursday night, if some people like to come down and see what's going on, it's kind of a parent night. Don't feel like you have to come. It's not a requirement like anything like that. But if you'd like to join us, the day of drop-off, there'll be some maps and some information available. We have dinner at 5:30, and then we'll have an evening worship about 6:30, and then we'll do a kind of a free time, rec time after that. You can come stay a few hours. Camp's not over yet. We like for them to stay till Friday just to get all the full effect. But if you want to come down and eat dinner with us, if you'll let us know you're coming, that way we can prepare the meal accordingly and have enough food for everybody. If you're just going to come for a worship service and hang out with us, and that's fine too. Again, it takes about an hour and a half to get there, so just plan that accordingly. There'll be maps at the drop-off, if I didn't cover that, and a sign-up sheet for parent night, so if you'll let us know they're coming. Also, when you drop your kiddo off with a medical release form, you can pay at that point. It's $100 a camper, but if money's an issue, don't let that be the restriction why your kiddo doesn't come. There are several group families in the church that are more than willing to provide a scholarship if that needs to be, and so your camper can go to camp. If your kiddo gets nervous, maybe they've never been away from home before, hey, just tell them, I want to call mom, I want to call dad. Just let us know that. That's not a problem. The adults will have their cell phones there. They can make a phone call. If you need you can always call me and check in with me. I'm going to give you my cell phone number here in a minute. You can call and check in with me, and I can give you an update on how your kiddo's doing, or send you a text or have you call them. It's not a problem at all. Just let us know. We're going to do our very best. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, to upload some pictures as the week goes on. We don't like to just put them all out there for everybody to see. It's kiddos' pictures. But on the Graceway website, it's gracewayokc.org. The very top of the website, there's a banner that says Our Ministries. Under there, it's Grace Kids, and then it's Camp Leela. And then there will be a link there for pictures. I don't know if it says secure files or if it says pictures, something to that effect. You can click on that, and the password will be listed and the website will be listed at the end of this video, so you can pause it and write that down so you can access those. We'll try to upload some pictures there throughout the week, just so you can kind of see what's going on with the kiddos and what's going on at camp, that sort of thing. That's really your best outlet for that. If you have any questions or anything during the week, feel free to call me, text me, call the church office. They can get in contact with me. There'll be people in the church office all week, of course, that can answer those questions. So we leave on Monday about 3:30. So if you will plan on being at Graceway Baptist Church on Monday, July the 15th, I believe the date is. I should know this off the top of my head. July 15th at 3:30 is when we leave. So if you'll plan on being there at 3 with your luggage and everything, your medical release form, we'll get everybody registered, signed in, and then we will leave on the vans to head to Camp Leela. We will be home about noon on Friday. We'll try to send a text if that time changes, but usually we're pulling in right about noon on Friday, and the kids will be tired and hungry and ready to go home and ready to have some lunch. So again, we're looking forward to it. If you have any other questions, hopefully, I know this was a lot of information, a lot of material. If you have any additional questions, just feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone number is 405-919-9702. 405-919-9702. If I don't answer it, leave me a voicemail, send me a text message. I do run a business, and so I'm not always by my cell phone or available to answer my phone. And you might say, hey, this is in reference to children's camp. Here's my question, or, this is my issue, that sort of thing, and then we will go from there. The church number is 405 405-691-1934. Again, 405-691-1934. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to the church office, and we are looking forward to Children's Camp 2024. Thanks.